We're going to the bookstore, we're going to the bookstore, we're going to the bookstore with the Raya dog. What's up, reader family? Jesse checking in with Coded Bookworm, and as you can see, we're going to the bookstore. So you guys come along with us, check out some books, and have some fun. I hope you're doing well out there, taking your vitamins, drinking water, all that good jazz. Let's see what we can get into.
This may or may not be my brother and I jamming out to Leanne Rimes' Can't Fight the Moonlight, but I can neither confirm nor deny. Okay, reader family, so here we are at Timeless Books. The owner was incredible. She was beautiful. Shout out to Rebecca. Here I'm just looking at some stacks. The organization. It was smaller in here than I anticipated, but they had a good selection. Here's a lot of fantasy. A lot of popular fantasy. Some Stephen King up top. These were some really beautiful collector's editions. Edgar Allan Poe, Jane Austen. They were very pretty. I love the disorganized organization that is independent bookstores. It's really unique and fun to me. Here I'm looking at his fantasy, but it was part of a series I didn't want to commit to. Here I'm looking at the Scarlet Letter and checking on Raya. You always have to check on your service dogs in public. Here I'm looking at the revival of Opal and Neve, and then just checking out more stacks. Here I'm just reassuring Raya that she's doing a good job, and then I wanted to get one more shot of this wall because it was pretty much all fantasy. And Sarah J. Maas, she's popular, huh? That was a joke. She's extremely popular. But I just thought it was so pretty. Hey reader family, so we're back from Timeless Books, and I have a small book haul to share with you guys. They're not all from Timeless Books, but I thought I would share them in the haul anyway, because I recently got them in. So let's get into it. So the first we got is The Call of Cthulhu by H.P. Lovecraft. This is really my first dip into horror. I read Stephen King's Firestarter, I guess, a year ago, but I would call that more a thriller than a horror. So this follows Francis Wayland. He finds notes of his dead uncle regarding this cult that worships Cthulhu, which is this hybrid monster. And yeah, I don't know too much else about it. I'm excited to dive in. Any Lovecraft fans that may come upon this video, you can let me know in the comments, like, what you think, what's your favorite, least favorite, all of that. Maybe this is a good place to start, maybe it's not, but I guess we'll find out. So yeah, that's the Call of Cthulhu. A Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole. There's actually a funny story behind this book for me. I owned it before and I read it and I absolutely hated it. Like, I wanted to love it because it has kind of a cult following, but people either really love it or they really hate it. And the protagonist, Ignatius J. Riley, he hates on everything and everybody like it's his job. Like, and same sometimes, like, mood, that's relatable at some points in life, but it's annoying when it's every single day and something is always somebody else's fault. There were funny parts in this, but I'm excited to give it another chance because this is when I first got back into reading, so maybe my feelings have changed. If not, there may be a rant review on my channel in the future, which could also be fun. But yeah, if you love it, if you've hated it, if you've read it, let me know in the comments what you think. Obviously, you can only let me know what you think if you've read it. But if you love it, tell me why before I reread it. Like, why? 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 I want to retry it because maybe, I want to see if my reading tastes have changed. Or maybe I can analyze it in a different way, but we'll see. I'm tired tonight, you guys. I hope you guys have a lot of coffee wherever you're at, because I have not had enough caffeine tonight. But anyway, moving right along, we've got The Catcher in the Rye. Again, another classic. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what the basis of this story is. I don't particularly like this cover. I like the original cover, but I couldn't find it. But anyway, it follows Holden Caulfield, and he's basically going through his young adulthood, trying to navigate that, but he thinks everybody around him is phony and fake and just, he's sick of everything, which is, like we said in the other book, mood sometimes, but this will be fun to read because, again, people either love this or hate this, and obviously we know the infamy behind this book with John Lennon and all that, which was unfortunate, but it wasn't the book's fault, But Catcher in the Rye, I'm excited to read it. Okay, reader family, so next we got A Little Hope by Ethan Joella, I think is how you pronounce his last name. I don't know too much about this. I'm kind of going in it cold. I know it is set in an idyllic Connecticut town, and it follows like 12 neighbors and how each of their lives intersect with one another, and they're all dealing with something, loss, illness, grief, things like that, and it's all about how all of that interplays together. And I'm hoping, it's supposed to be heartwarming, and I need the good feels every once in a while in my life with the world the way it is now. And when you put hope in the title, hopefully, hopefully somebody will deliver on that, So that's A Little Hope, Ethan Joella. Right. Okay, reader family, up next we have The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what the basis of this story is. It's a classic. Hester Prynne has a baby out of wedlock, and she is forced to wear a scarlet letter. But I'm excited to get to know what's going on in the story beyond that, because that's all I really know. But yeah, I think it's a beautiful addition. If you'll give me just a second, I'll show you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but the Scarlet is smudged. And I think that's just a cool little detail. Also, Nathaniel Hawthorne is smudged. And I just now realized that. So, I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a pretty addition. I think it's cool. But yeah, we'll get into it. Okay, my people, up next we got 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. I have to admit something, I'm not a romance person. I'm not a romance girly. That's not what I do. There's nothing wrong with it. Or a romance guy. Hey, that's who turned me on to this. But, this will actually be part of an upcoming video regarding my favorite new booktubers. And Lit Vibes with 5 actually told me that this was his favorite book. He's been the only one I've gotten in touch with so far on the list. Besides Noah, at everybody reads must converse, but Noah and I talk almost every day. He was the one that inspired me to get on YouTube, and yeah, shout out to Noah and shout out to 5. I'm excited to get into this, see what's up with it. We'll see. Maybe I am a romance girly. Who knows? That would be really funny if y'all really knew me. That would be hilarious if it turns out that romance is like my jam. But it could be. We'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, reader family, last on the whole list is the final revival of Opal and Neve. I don't know too much about this, other than what it says on the back, of course. It follows an interracial duo that sets up a rock band in 1970s New York. And honestly, you had me at 1970s New York. I guess it follows how their band develops and then what goes on from there. So I'm excited to read it. I found this copy at Timeless. I may have another copy, to be completely honest. I own like probably 600 books, give or take. And so every once in a while I'll forget one that I have and I'll pick it back up. So I may already have the more popular version of this book, but either way I'm excited to read it, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, that's my haul from Timeless and the books I've gotten recently. I'm excited to get into them, and you guys down in the comments, tell me if you've read any of them, which ones are your favorites, which ones you would be most excited about, all that good stuff. Alright. Alright, reader family, well that concludes the end of this video. You've seen me go to the bookstore, you've seen my doggos, you've seen the small book haul that I brought back. I would like to give a huge shout out to Timeless Books. It's in Paragould, Arkansas. If anybody's down that way, it's worth stepping in. And shout out to Rebecca. She's the owner, and she was genuinely so sweet. She didn't have any issue with me bringing my dog in there and looking at books, and she even let us stay late. So huge shout out to her. And just a PSA announcement for everybody out there, not that any of you guys would, but please don't pet service dogs when you see them out. I know we all love dogs, and I get it. And I do sometimes let people pet my dogs when they ask, but it's generally after they're out of training. I have one fully trained dog and one puppy, 8-month-old, and she's in training at the moment. And so dogs can become very easily distracted when they're working and they're getting tons of attention. So 9 times out of 10, it's better if you want to give the dog attention to ask the owner if you can wait until it's done, and then the dog can have attention if you really want to do it. But yeah, for younger dogs, it's not a great idea in general. I mean, you can do it, but please ask, because I cannot tell you guys how many people have come up and tried to pet my dogs without even asking me, or it being right there on their vest, on their working vest, not to pet them, you know. And I'm sorry, I know that had nothing to do with books. It was just my little PSA. We love dogs, but we don't always understand them like we should. And we need to be fair to the dog, especially young dogs that are learning. So, yeah. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I appreciate you putting up with the little rant at the end. But like, comment, subscribe if you guys want to hang out with me some more. I'm trying to put up at least 2 videos a week. There was a little setback with my first 2 videos. I had some audio and some technical issues that are now worked out, and they shouldn't be a problem in the future. But yeah, I'm excited to do more, and I'm having fun, and I just want to get more and more creative. So thank you guys so much. Y'all be good out there.